Hey guys, I'm Tophe, and welcome back to Tea N Tophe. I'm gonna get this intro somehow work with me. So today is gonna be a really chill episode. It's just you and me. It's just you and me in the office. It's in the studio. Okay, let me tell you, we have some things to talk about. But first, let's start off with our favorite mug, my little spooky ooky mug, and our favorite tea of the day. Today is going to be simple. I need some antibiotics, honey, and I need some good energy because this week, honey, has been crazy, crazy bonkers. So we're about to get into that. But today's tea is green tea with a little bit of honey and lemon. Because again, a little energy, green tea, I don't know if you know, gives you some energy, honey. So again, let's get into this. Let's start this episode now. Okay, guys, welcome back to the episode. And yes, I know. Why was there not an episode put out the week prior? What are you doing? Let me tell you, my weeks this week especially has been so crazy. So crazy bonkers. I think also I don't know if y'all believe in the whole. I don't even know, actually, not believe, but I don't know if they're supposed to, if this is going to happen. But we just had our time jump ahead, spring forward. And I don't know if it's most likely probably that, but I don't know. I've been so exhausted. I've been so tired. Work on top of that has been crazy. But let me tell you. So, you know what? That made me want to discuss about stress and wanted to go over how we deal with stress and what ways and what tea we can spill today, honey, on how I deal with stress. And maybe it can help you out. So let's get this going, okay? So, stressing. It sucks. It really does suck. Like it's and there's so many versions of stress there is. There is mental stress, there's physical stress, there is stresses that come all around us, honey. And it's one of those things where it you have to be able to adjust to each stress and how you deal with it. So we're gonna keep it simple today, but I do want to know from you all in the comments down below, when it comes to stresses, whatever it may be, what do you do to relieve your stress, to make you feel, back to your zen. One thing for me, I am really big into hiking. I'm really big into being out in nature when I get the chance and it's not too hot because I'm not that kind of girl that likes hot weather. I don't. And the people who know me. I'm like a polar bear. Like, listen, keep me in the cold all day, but the minute you put me in the heat, honey, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. And mind you, I live in Vegas. So, moved from Texas, hot state, to another hot state. What is wrong with me? But it is what it is. But back to the main issues today, stress. I like to be in nature. If there is an opportunity for me to go hiking, if I can go take like a day trip or any kind of vacation where there's water, and I'm talking about ocean, even if it was a lake, again, it needs to not be hot, but because I don't got time for bugs. I just feel like I'm at my center. Like I feel like even stresses that may have happened that day or stresses that have been on my mind, it's just gone. I feel like I can just let go. I can just breathe. You know? Speaking of breathing, I want to do this today. I kind of have a feeling like someone who's watching, you're watching, and I feel like you need this little breather. So, if you've had a stressful day today and you want to take a moment with me, we're all going to take a moment just to inhale and exhale and just let go of today's stresses, the weeks before stresses, the new month stresses, any upcoming stresses you may have, honey. So, with me, this is my ASMR moment of today. But with me, we're going to inhale, hold it in, and let it out. Now we're going to do this one more time, okay? You're going to inhale deeply this time. Hold that in with me, honey. And you're going to exhale all that air out. Let go of those stresses, those angers, anything you have. Let it out. Let it go. Shake it out, okay? Ready? Three, two, one. Yes, I feel it. I feel the energy from you. And let me tell you, it feels good. It feels good to let that go, right? Even though it's not a permanent fix, it feels good to just let go some of that stress today. You feel a little bit better on your shoulders too. I feel like there's a little bit less tension on you. So now that we're there, now that we have that, now we can talk and spill some tea, okay? Listen, work has been stressful, life has been stressful. We lost an hour of sleep, and I don't know about you, but I have insomnia. Like, I mean, legit insomnia. My brain does not stop going. Like, let me tell you something. My brain is like a hamster on a wheel that's had like 15 Adderall, honey. It's going. And on top of it, it has a master's degree in everything that is a thought. Philosophy, I don't know. Like, my brain does not stop, girl. It doesn't. It doesn't stop. It just doesn't stop. So, I take my medications to help me, go to sleep. But, if you don't get some good sleep, girl, your day, the next day and moving forward, you have to catch up. You end up like on the weekend like I did, and you're just so exhausted. You're so mentally exhausted. So, you know what? I wanted to talk about it. I wanted to talk about how I relieve my stress and how you can relieve your stress. And mind you, I'm working on this myself. And I know that we talked about manifestations that were going to be in this episode. We'll get to that. But I just had to let this out, y'all. I just felt like it was needed to be said. So let's talk about how we can get rid of stress. You know what? People journal. People do things like hiking, like me. They'll go just walk. They'll go, I don't know, read a book. They'll do something that will help relieve. And I feel like society doesn't allow us to breathe enough. I don't think, and that's why I wanted to do that breath for a second with you, because I don't think we don't get a lot of moments to just have a breath and just realize that the what's going on around us, it is what it is, and we have to battle it, but we have to know that it's going to happen, but we're always going to conquer. We're always going to get through. There's this quote that I've always said. I've always said it. And it's true. It's true. And you can use this with a lot of things. And my friends back home who know me, I always say this to them, especially when they're going through something. And it comes from my heart. Everything I do and I say, it does come from my heart. I care a lot, But the quote is, even though you have thorns in your rose, you will always bloom. No, and what that means is that no matter how many times that you pick yourself and you bleed, no many times that you go through, hell and back, you're always going to continue to bloom. Never let those thorns stop you from your blooming. And and I needed to say that. I needed to let y'all know that, because think about that. All the stresses are thorns, but you are the flower. And you can't let those thorns stop you from blooming. Roses have thorns, honey, but they are still gorgeous and they're still beautiful. They might have some things, they might have some bumps, they might have some, pricks here and there, but there's so much beauty within it. And that's what I want to throw out with y'all today, is that no matter your stress, no matter what's going on, take a moment for yourself to breathe. Take a moment for yourself to just realize that not everything you're going to understand at that moment. You might not, but you will get through it. It's a bump in the road. It might be a couple bumps. Honey, you might have a full what the land comes down, honey, around you, but you're going to get through it because you've always gotten through it. Remember that. Remember when you were going through something before and it was the most stressful thing. But looking back at now, look how far that you come. Look how far you are coming now. You're going to continue to have the stresses. I'm not going to sugarcoat that at all. Honey, it is what it is. But there's so many beautiful things around you, and there's so many ways that you can combat it. But to take that moment to breathe is the first step. To take that moment to know that, okay, I'm going to get through this. Okay. And that's easier said than done. That is easier said than done. Trust and believe. I am a girl of anxiety, honey. I am a person that I have really bad anxieties, and that comes from past trauma in my life. That comes from, honestly, it comes from past trauma in my life. But you know what I'm saying? Like, we all have a lot going on, especially nowadays. I feel like everything is just going so quick, and no one's really stopping and smelling those roses. No one's really stopping and realizing that, if you don't take a moment to take care of yourself, you're going to lose a lot of who you are. You're going to lose a lot of the things that make you you. And you don't want that. I don't want that for you. I don't want that for myself. And sometimes you have to just take that moment and be like, oh my gosh, wait, hold on, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Pause. I have not taken a moment for myself. Ask yourself right now, when was the last time that you took a moment for yourself? I'll wait. Okay. If that was recent, great. I'm proud of you. But for the people that are listening right now that have not, like me, you need to take a moment for you. Because if you don't take care of yourself, who else is going to do that for you? Like the famous RuPaul said, if you can't love yourself, how in the hell are you going to love somebody else? Okay, can I get an amen? Okay. So you got to take care of yourself. Stresses are always going to be there, but you're going to always conquer them. You're going to get through it. And remember, conquering is not always a day thing. They did not build Rome in a day, honey. And if they did, aliens. Okay. So, I wanted to get that off my chest. I wanted to let y'all know that I too stress. I go through a lot, even though a lot of the times I cover my stresses very well. There's a lot going on, but you have to just be real with yourself. If you're not going to be real with anybody else, not saying you are not, but I'm just being real. If you're not going to be real with nobody else about, opening up and telling them that, hey, I need a break, I need a moment for myself, be real with yourself at least to know that you need to take that moment. Do it. Take a moment. Girl, it doesn't. Anyone who's listening, my listeners, hi. My viewers, hey. Take a moment. Take a moment for yourself. 5 minutes. Try at least 5 minutes a day. And I need to do the same. Or even 10 minutes of your day, if you can. Take a moment just to breathe. Just to take yourself away from the desk, take away yourself, or if you're at work, if you can do that, or if you get that moment, when you have that chance, take a moment to breathe. Just like Ariana says, just keep breathing, just keep breathing, just keep breathing, breathe in. You know what I'm saying? So I wanted to let that off my chest today. I wanted to talk to y'all, and I wanted to let y'all know it's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay. Now, going on to a quick about manifestations, honey, because we can honestly go into a different episode as well, but I did want to talk about that because a part of that stressing is also manifesting good into your life, manifesting those words out, saying that you're gonna get through it, you're gonna make it. Do it. Words and putting those energies out there truly do come back to you. It might not be the next day. It might be in a month from now. And even within that, you might feel stressed, but you know what? You speak those manifestations out loud and it happens. Look where I am now. I would not have gotten here without manifesting. You know, also I've had a lot of support behind, and I love that. A lot of family support, and that's been great. Friends, but you also have to take in responsibility for yourself in the sense of knowing that you're also doing this for yourself. So you did manifest those things. You've been pushing yourself. You've been working so hard, and it's gonna come to you. Your manifestation, that Saturn. There's this thing that I read, and I'm not going to quote it well, so don't judge me, because if you know me, I'm not good at quotes, like at all. But there's this thing about people who were born between like May 28th and June 30th or something like that of 1993 and some other period of time. Um, and when they were born during that time, your Saturn and Moon was right or there or rising or something like that. And basically, if you were born in that time frame, if you know who I'm talking about, put it in the comments. But if you know what I'm talking about, the Saturn thing and the Moon thing is supposed to be coming back for us. And that means that there is a lot of resolving that's about to happen, that there's a lot of self reflecting and self realization and affirmating that is going to come through for you in a good way. So, what that means, from what I took it, and basically what the thing was talking about too, was that, if you were going through some things where your job was not going well, you keep going, you're not finding what you feel is fit for you, it's about to happen. You've been working hard towards something, you just feel like it's not happening, it's about to happen. You've been stressing and things are going crazy and you're like, what's going on? Things are about to come into a line for you. And I love that because, one, if you know me, I'm born in that time frame and it's been a crazy year in a good way, but it's been feeling like something is on the horizon that is going to be changing. Um, so I continue to manifest. I continue to manifest whatever is out there that's to happen will happen. What good is out will come to me for the good I put out. And I'm going to continue putting out positive vibes. Even when I am at my lowest, I'm going to continue putting out positive vibes. You got to put out those positive words, positive affirmations. No matter what, I will get through this. No matter who stands in my way, I will conquer. Because you will. You will conquer it. You will. But you got to manifest that. You got to put those and be truthful in your words. You got to be truthful in your words. That is how your manifestations come into fruition. You have to have that truth within it and you have to believe it. So, I want you to believe it. I want you to believe and know that even if it was today, this week, last week, last month, the upcoming month, whatever it may be, you're going to get through it. You're going to, if you feel stressed, you're going to, it's something, I'm going to take it away from you. I'm taking it off you right now because we're going to let it go. Take a moment to breathe. Take a moment for yourself and realize that life is short. You have so much, so much coming to you. But you got to realize that. You got to know that it's going to happen. You got to keep believing that it's going to happen. And it will. I know it. And I know you know it. But you got to say it to yourself. So in the mornings, if you get a moment, tell yourself, when you have a moment, if you wake up, you feel you're off, you're stressed about something coming up, whatever it may be, look at yourself in the mirror for a minute and tell yourself, you know what? Whatever today may bring, whatever is going on, I'm going to conquer. I'm going to get through. I'm going to rise because no matter what, thorns are in my way. I will always bloom. My rose will always bloom. Okay? Okay. So, we're going to end the episode here today. I am so excited for more episodes, and I promise that I'm going to get this schedule and putting out videos better. But I didn't want to delay anymore. I had so much on my mind. I had so much to talk about. I had so much to go over. So I am going to end it here for today. But remember, always have fun while doing the most with a little tea and a little Tophe. Now, don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that little icon, little bell thing so you can know when I'm posting new videos. For listeners, hello. I'm so glad you're listening, and thank you, thank you, thank you for returning back to another episode of Tea N Tophe. I'll see you very soon. Remember, take a moment to breathe. You got this. All right, guys. Ladies, anyone who's listening. All right. I'll see you soon. Bye.